Ensoko TV, uboroso bw'umugusi.
Mwancho mulgereria neli tukulia gatatu liye iki na bayo tukulia gatatu ni mutienyu gatano mwaka 2025 no mo senchera bene mambya bone gacho tujideka isano nemo igore chinsenye chabona mambye ne kamanyoro kya bene nga kero chibucha bone icho chigweta ase TV yao ni gotogoswa bene eye masa emoso mu Etorobini mambya bone ga tomorekere na bayo turutendero ya Etorobini as chinsemo ao aimeyen mu Nairobi na bayo ga sibituna byagusi amona nyamira torore ayegente korekana asensemere yege siasa nene ekrense ya Kenya bone gente kubatu no bututuka no bone igore go chakwo kigetu gya quarantine egyo ko beka baroire bari tuburoire boria osebo watebi buroire boria abwa osuburoire boria Ebola kurwa senseri ya DRC konganene bali bare habana inchi benseria ya United States of America ekero abantu banete kuya soke na kwikerega kore kyo mara ibwense gwanchera egetuo gya Ebola wakiyo gya quarantine kwege kwa haiga ime muchi ngose imeyense ya Kenya nene asensemelia ayala ikipya ekero twaroche igoro litkorega rokorobekana kwa korekanete asomochola ikipya kwatenio bosombi ebiasara amono bonchuleria ali tkoligima nigo abarai ao mwancho mwire bagenda taguya soke na kwikere egekore kyo yobwambika ko bayigo no morai gose noyo no madakarua na bayigo omusenator Nyandarua nere John Medo berko kago soka na kwikere egekore kyokero butukarwe takwanikiwa ensinga nigo morai bwense bwe soke bene na kwegerere getambo kerekina gotebanga nenchira yemo oyo kwebeka tayare ekero borere buno buranye ko bogwaka ense ya Kenya kurende nigo agendera konyora amakwa mane ekigara nigo gwikira bonege kigambere kene yatangire okoroze kwitwikia quarantine sensemo ya Laikipia ekero obocho gosokero obolingoli ao bagendrete nane ege mambya bone garingo kobolia haya ngo kuturali libolio emambya bone go mwancho mwelia ine nere buya serikali yense ya Kenya insibore bwa William Samoei Ruto kwagacha egetuo gya quarantine aiga emergency ya Kenya sensemere ya Laikipia na boko ndikerali huko semetano yetu ya Facebook na boko ntomera se page yetu area Facebook yako some ya masa ya mona boko lika ase number wese screen yao yetu ase page yetu ya egose ase page yetu ya WhatsApp na boko na boko lika senjari SMS na nchenya ngosoma amaoni yao ya masa ya mo ine nerebene serikali kwagacha egetuo gya quarantine yo kwabeka borere bwe Ebola bali bare abense ya USA bali banyoro borero asensemere ya DRC Congo asense yongerete gwakwa na makweri amanne mayaga yabantangu siya magimabo kubwatekana na oboroire bwa Ebola obugenderete kusamba asense ya DRC Congo ayo nagati amange tucho kwana emambi yabone igano nyanigo ekrabarai aho bigese soki na kugikeria nigo bono abungira bo beso kina kwikiri bikoro bikangwiti skuru ama tukabwango iga nababunga abange bereka bago kwana sibarekane gwanchananga onye ndorigo chikonyora ndorigo chikonyora kigo chikokonya na gukora ebikoro byo gusamba chi skuru mense ya Kenya igo nere bujanga chi skuru kiri chiboraro gose boarding school chibako bachigo tuguterware na totegare chi skuru chiria cha day school choka na nigo togo chikokwandra mange amana bageni bane mambi yabone iga nyoranga nigo hayonsi agerete kero timu yense ya Kenya Harambee Stars baikire imeyense ya South Africa Petra ese ebawo chikosone timu yense ya Rishoto chikosone choki basani bunenchera ya mojo gwepimbo nyamansi bwabo bwenkoyo hanekera bagenda twaligania nege kombe kerekya kwa AFCON kyo mwaka ogocha nyoranga itikolia lero ochakera chinse kumchamaro gaba Harambee Stars inche yo mokocho abo oyinende oromo bwa bwense ya South Africa kumkwandra Ben Makadhi bachikosone ane timu yense ya Rishoto ochakera chinse 10 asegeti kia Lucas Moripe Stadium garia egumeyomochi Petroria gose sebago cha gosolia uchakira chinsa 10 na bago ndio mwiroro akorekana elite koliria ali Haramisi. Karibu sana ime Etorobini mambia bone iga ya chakire senchire ya bene na kereto chikuliria ya nto korekana nyoranga haba gani bane igo bari inchira nenda bande baikire mu studio to chiko kwandra hamangana ige siasa nene siasa che county Nyamira ngo kwandra daktari Daniel Nyabuti uyubwa ateganga yokora county Nyamira buno mugavana na bayigo ko mukwanda Duke Obangi oyinera iga obwateganga nagenda takomerekere go kibugavana se county Nyamira Matebonsi ebo chiko karansamo baligerani ubosio sobosio bakwana na kilomonto abeko bagakora manifesto chai anene ngakibawe chikokora abanayinchi babanje nako bachora buna bagabana abe county ya Nyamira nyoranga litkolie gosomore bwe lituko kweka oyo machorwe na kweka oyo ndagende kaine nkibabwate kigo chikokora abanayinchi babanje nako bachora asete beri koreta monjirye ase county yo ya Nyamira ikaransa nkomanye Etorobini ya chakire mambi yabonega nchekoro kwa Daniel Omwaga. karibu nende mwanchumureria tugandira gukwana na kumurikira yagenderete imeyense ya Kenya nene bono ekero uyo kurigie kirogo okyobora ibwense gwetera etigiti area ya Jubilee nabo igore omukonyi umaraikiri gwekirogo ke osebweti gwekiama kera Jubilee Daktari Fred Okengo Matiang'i aikirosaikanete asensemo oyo komweni musubati uyore mongino ya Kennedy Ogeto uyo kabere Mursiza General imeyense ya Kenya. Matiang'i nigo igetie ngora ya esenchira bene asa amotebete Ogeto kaba omuntu obwechinguru omuntu bw'abantu nanigo amobege tena kumaremya asengencho nigasiriri omurubyoye tigagotarge chinkwana chiaye Fred Okengo Matiang'i oyo nige esenchira bene oigetie ngora yaye kurwa sabarai ao hegati yaye Kalonzo Musyoka marewe kema ya Jubilee Uhuru Kenyatta anaboigo Omwaga Kalua.
My brother Ken and your family, I've always prayed for a time, and this is the right time to address Abantu Waitabagusi. I always keep praying. I hope my prayer will be answered one day, that when we come to functions like this, we are straight, brief, and specific to the point. Tunawaombea wale wenzetu ambao wako na shida. Tutafika tu. My brother Ken and your family. For many of us who are here, who know you at a very, very personal level, members of your family who are here, there are many things we could say. But I want, first of all, on my own behalf and on behalf of our family, for many people who do not know, Ken and I grew up in the same village. We have been together virtually all the days of our lives. And we have so much in common. We have gone through the experiences of this life together. So Ken, on behalf of my family, our extended family, some of the members of my family who are at your home in Kisii and so on, nataka kusema pole. And also, those of us who are a bit close and who interact with you, we know some things that we do not need to say here. We know the journey you have gone through with this dear wife. And Ken, I say this with tremendous admiration. Many people don't know over the last 2-3 years what you've had to deal with in your family. You lost a brother, and I know that your mom has been unwell. To be honest with you, every time we spoke about your wife's illness, to many of us it's been just a very difficult matter even to pray about. But as we spoke the other day, the Lord has been gracious, has strengthened you and carried you and your brothers through this experience. And we continue to pray that the Lord continues to hold you by his mighty right hand. I also secondly bring condolences, some of which you have received in other forms. First, from retired President Uhuru Kenyatta, who was your client and is your client, his brother Muoho Kenyatta, and I delivered part of their messages the other day to the family. And this morning, your colleagues, Senior Counsel Mother Karua and Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, asked me to say pole to you, but they also told me that they are going to come home at another time on their own. Lakini, in advance, I'm conveying their condolences to you. Poleni sana. It's difficult to tell someone pole when they have lost a wife, because even for us Kisses, Susan, with our bad manners as we are famously known, it's just that people don't understand that we Kisses love family, ethically and directly. It's not the way others love. We also try, not necessarily the Tanzanian way, but we try nonetheless. But even for us Kisses, your wife is your foremost friend, foremost confidant, and the person who essentially gives you the moral compass in this life. So it's unthinkable what Ken is going through. I'd like my brother to ask you to be more prayerful, more focused on the Lord, and for all of us really, we pray for you and continue to take you before the Lord. Na tuwaombee watoto, because it's a very difficult thing. The last two things I want to say are this. I want to thank most of the Kisi professionals I've seen here. Most of you are wonderful people. Mohammed, Ken Nyaundi, Wakili, Senator, and all these people. This group of ours, the way we've been dealing, Mwaka Simba as our mentor and our Kaka guiding us, we have remained together. And I want to agree with what Solicitor General Moses said here. These things will come and go. They do go actually. They will come and go. The things we do, some things we spend so much passion on, hatred, and most times nonsense actually. They do go. What is important is the relationships we keep and the sincerity that we keep with each other. We are each other's keeper. The Lord has put us in this place for a purpose, to do a good job for the Lord, not for ourselves. When all is said and done, my former colleague, Adan Mohammed, now Director General at KRA, used to tell me that according to the Muslim faith, adherents or faithfuls are encouraged that every so often you should visit a graveyard. And I asked him why. He said because you should be reminded that even you one day will lie somewhere there and people will be reading something that is on your tombstone. So as you live this life, you keep asking yourself, what would you like people to read on that tombstone when they visit the graveyard? So I told him that is a very nice way in which the Muslim faithfuls encourage their people to mind that they live their lives sensibly, meaningfully, and do things that actually matter in this life. Because when we come to a point like this, we ask ourselves, why then do we spend so much of our time, so much of our resources, so much of everything, quarreling, disagreeing, insulting?
Na tuguska mutu mwancho mugiriria matuko abiroka mega yo muraibwense Dr. William Samoei Ruto kochakino gosego kora murubi kose wikirania ase madaraka de ya sensemo ya Garissa ni gobono eso kino kwana abamenyi bense meyo na kobali na koba ose na kobatebenga wikachiko bakora magendra chinsemo ao ochi rogongorolia arwa ose rongorolia arwa Garissa nanyinigo kokwana na abantu asega chakia omuroberio omalimu mini grade asura chikobokonya abamenyi ibense meyo mwancho mwiria nigobono murai ibwense asenchira bene ariko bagakobagikeria higati yabalia abakoba asigati yabalia barenge gose bakoba abakobugikeria no nigo asateberuna erega siano gukora amagendero nigobono abaganiri koreto botweru anene hekero atebirenga abarai nigo bachiko choro kubwatikana nemirimeri bagokora
kwa mpango ya stima. Tukasema stima jameni ipelekwe kila sehemu ya Kenya. Hapa Northern Kenya bado manyumba nyingi ni iko na giza. Hakuna stima kwa manyumba yenu, ni kweli ama si kweli? Ndio hiyo sababu nimesema serikali ya pesa ya serikali bilioni 8 iwekwe hapa Northern Kenya. Tuunganishe stima kwa manyumba 53,000 hii Northern Kenya. Na sio hiyo peke yake, hiyo pesa ikiisha nitaongeza ingine, niongeze ingine mpaka stima ifike kwa kila nyumba ya mwananchi hapa Northern Kenya. Sisi kama tunaelewana jameni. Watu wa Northern Kenya walikuwa wanasikia stima ni kama bahati nasibu. Lakini stima ni haki ya kila Mkenya. Tunaelewana? Nimesema vile vile wakati nilisema ya kwamba tunataka tufanye maendeleo na usawa, nikaanzisha program ya housing. Na nikasema hii program ya housing ifikishe manyumba kila sehemu, ifikishe masoko kila sehemu, ifikishe hostels ya watoto wetu wanaosoma kila sehemu. Leo nikiongea na nyinyi hapa, pesa ya serikali bilioni 18 tumeleta hapa Garissa County kuhakikisha kwamba tunajenga manyumba, tunajenga hostel na tunajenga masoko ya watu wa hapa Garissa. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Hapa Modogashe tunajenga soko, tunajenga Tibet ya watoto wenu hapa, tumewapatia pesa ya kujenga affordable housing. Na mimi nataka niwahakikishie ya kwamba hiyo mpango yote inayoendelea hapa katika taifa letu la Kenya haitakoma na itafika kila sehemu ya Kenya. Huyu mbunge wenu nimemueleza, kama kuna sehemu nyingine mnataka niwajengee soko mniambie, niko na pesa ya kujenga soko yenu.
Mancho mweli abarayibande abo barenge amaono murayibwense n'amaono muwaziri ibwo amangana yabo chenwe gemensi ya Kenya Aden Duale mugabana abwe county yo ya Garissa nabo igo mubunge bwense meri ya Galdera asobwa amabonsi batako bako motogyo murayibwense samagendro agana tukirania bamenyi bense meyo ya Garissa nanigo asobwamo nigo barwete kone ya moyo komosira na usubo chorio bonane bwo mwaka 2025 onebere.
Barabara hiyo bridge ya Garissa, Your Excellency, unajenga 1.9 billion. Tuliweka budget 2021-2022. Uhuru alipolitoa leader of majority akatoa kwa budget, lakini Mungu ni mwema sana. Leo Mheshimiwa Ruto ameingia, bridge mwezi mbili si inakuja. Nini mnapita kila siku? Si bridge inakuja, si passport imerudishwa, si airport imejengwa, si vetting imetolewa, si barabara stadium inajengwa, si barabara ya Lapses inajengwa. Anaenda kuangalia saa hizi, si ya mpaka ya Mandera inajengwa, si madaraka ya Melete Wajia. Sasa sisi tuko na sababu ya, na tena huyu ni mtoto wa mfugaji.
Your Excellency, watu wako wa Malamine wako na furaha tele sana vile unavyoona. Kuna mzee mmoja Your Excellency ameniambia kwa ajili ya furaha, sikudhani kwamba nitaishi maisha mpaka mwisho ati nimuone a sitting president coming to Malamine. Leo ameshuhudia. Hivyo sisi furaha yetu ni tele na hakika hakuna maneno mengi. Your Excellency, kazi yako ni very clear, imeonekana vizuri, hata hauna haja wewe kurudi hapa tena Northern Kenya for campaigns. Kampeni yako sisi tumemaliza, wewe ni two term.
Garissa, karibu Lagdera, karibu Malamine Divisional Headquarters. Kufika kwako hapa leo ni baraka kubwa sana kwetu watu wa Lagdera, kwa sababu I think ikiwa Garissa County, this is the first rural village umewahi fika. Zingine zote ni Garissa Town ama ijara wanapandaga na zingine. Hapa ni mara ya kwanza wewe kama president kufika county ya Garissa yote. Asante sana kwa kufika hapa na tunakushukuru sana. Your Excellency, ya pili, kama sisi watu wa Lagdera tunakushukuru kwa ile mambo ambayo unatufanyia hapa. Ile mambo unatufanyia hapa, tuko na maendeleo ambayo inapitika Lagdera constituency ambayo it's worth 2.3 billion shillings. Hiyo haijakuja, imekuja kutoka kwako. Hizi project zote zinaanza the last 2 years. Na pia kuna zile ambaye tunataka tukwambie pia utuangalie.
Natogotikana yo mwancho mugeri abono tigatuske motu asebono omwaziri gosoma no waziri haigemense ya Kenya nabaigo ro mwaziri wa mwana chinse Ensoko Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi aikirebene asense area ya South Korea asebikara obya Korea na Africa ebya aba minister bonse babiko bawikirana nanyanigo president go senere otenetense ya Kenya sebikara ebyo nigo Mudavadi aterenga ense ya Kenya nigo ya mentru bwasioku asemeroberia ye ko bakikirania asechi sector ao nanyanigo nigagani ense ya South Korea na chinorogongo udechi cy'abarongo rwa Africa ko bwatira naso ubwamo bunanchira ya moyo kirania magendero amono bwasiyoku asachi sector ao ime yaragongo rega rwa Africa troinge chinkwana chae Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi.
Kenya appreciates and supports the presence of Korea International Corporation (KOICA) and Korea Exim Bank in Nairobi. This should attract private sector to invest across all sectors of our economy, helping to advance Kenya national development priorities. Korea is one of the peer countries in the global south, which has invaluable lessons for our development trajectory. The Republic of Korea has undergone an impressive economic transformation, lifting its people out of poverty in less than a century. Kenya aims to attain similar progress through people-centered bilateral cooperation founded on mutual benefit. Notably, at independence, Kenya, like several African countries, had an economy relatively comparable in size and performance to that of the Republic of Korea. This demonstrates the vast potential for Kenya and the broader global South to achieve economic transformation while drawing on lessons from Korea's development experience. African states must adopt a forward-looking and people-centered approach driven by diversified partnerships such as the Korea-Africa relationship, trade and investment, rather than aid dependency, and a focus on manufacturing and value addition to their vast natural resources, including critical minerals. Kenya particularly values the role that the Republic of Korea has played in supporting our national priorities. The Korean government remains Kenya's leading partner in technology and the digital economy. It has invested in Kenya's Konza Technopolis, the country's smart city project, and special economic zone. We have also achieved important bilateral cooperation projects such as the Kenya Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, Kenya ICT, which was chartered and commissioned in May this year. The institute is modeled after the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. The institute will serve the region and beyond. Other projects in the pipeline include the development of the Nairobi Intelligent Transport System for improved urban mobility, efficiency, and transport management. The Rice Belt Initiative, which is expected to improve rice production and food security, capacity building, and research through scholarship for students and civil servants and cultural tourism exchange programs. Korea-Africa Ministerial Meeting is one such framework which reaffirms joint commitment with concrete programs and projects. Kenya is confident that the Korea-Africa engagements will contribute to the efforts aimed at reforming and strengthening multilateralism and promoting economic cooperation. Korea enjoys cordial relations with Africa at bilateral level through regional organizations such as the African Union and the African Continental Free Trade Area. The Africa Continental Free Trade Area is a deliberate step forward to bolster intra-African trade while also enabling member states to integrate into global value chains with greater collective bargaining power. We commend the Republic of Korea for the focus on helping advance the objectives and progress of the Continental Free Trade Area. In this regard, it's important for Africa and Korea to strengthen trade by collaboration in promoting private sector investments across mineral and agricultural value chains. Such investments would support Africa's industrialization and value addition objectives, create employment opportunities for Africa's youth population, and enhance the continent's capacity to supply competitive products to the Korean market and global market.
Nata gotiga na yituske mutu mwancho mwiri aseba no muraibwense sentu na nende nigake buriga saka kukyo omo Somalia gotiga koba ikose gotiga gotiga bana bachiskuru na likali aye koba chimbori amone chombe gatiye tuyende goche gochirisi okwana asensemo ya Eldas muraibwense nigane kire amenye bense milioni nigabe kire chibesa chisaine gochikuira bana bachiskuru na nigabona ababoliri abayiboli bali bagotiya bana bachiskuru na likali aye koba beka asensemo yo kolende tugo gotiga igo asengencho eseminere ewekerania amasomo gose seminere ewekerania bomo asekira sector nyanigo nigaire chinga kichabene na enda sentone ende kugendera ko mochia abameri baye kora sesemo ya United Opposition asekiringa mbabwa timo bango tukoba kuikirana nabo igo nigabare bawo chigochoro korengana nimiremeri wabere ko bagokora ekero bari ngabisi.
Chukua mtoto wako unaenda kumchungisha mbuzi ama unaenda kumchungisha mboga, wewe kichwa yako si mzuri. Mnanielewa? Sikizeni. Kenya hii siku za uzoni ile usawa tutapata kwa elimu. Mtoto wa tajiri na mtoto wa maskini wanakuwa sawa wakipata elimu. Mimi nimeweka pesa bilioni 700 kusomesha watoto wa Kenya. Nimeajiri walimu 1,100 kufikia sasa kusomesha watoto wetu. Mimi nawauliza nyinyi watu wa Eldas, itakuwa ni vizuri tumeweka pesa bilioni 700 kusomesha watoto, tumeajiri walimu 1,100 na watoto wenu hawako shule, itakuwa ni sawa hiyo? Pana. Ndio mimi nasema wewe chief, assistant chief, mzee wa mitaa, hakikisha kila mtoto wa Eldas ako shuleni. kwa sababu niko na pesa ya kuwasomesha, nimeajiri waalimu na tunajenga madarasa. Elders, mumenisikia? Mbona mnanyamaza? Ama nyinyi ndio mnachungisha watoto wenu ati ng'ombe na mbuzi? Watoto wenu wako shuleni ama wanachunga ng'ombe? Nyinyi mnakaa kama nyinyi. Tutakosana na nyinyi kama mtaenda kupeleka watoto waende wachunge mbuzi, tutakosana. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Kila mtoto aende wapi? Shuleni bwana. Tumeweka pesa ya serikali, tumeweka walimu kulipa, nyinyi kazi yenu ni kupeleka watoto shule, tutawasomesha. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Jambo la pili mimi nataka mfanye, kila mmoja wenu ajiandikishe ndani ya SHA, kwa sababu bado tuko na wananchi wengi ambao wanauza mali yao, anauza ngamia, anauza mbuzi, anauza ng'ombe kwenda kulipa gharama ya hospitali, na wengi wanaingia kwa umaskini kwa sababu ya gharama ya hospitali. Sasa tumepanga kama serikali, kila mwananchi tuko tayari kama serikali kukulipia gharama ya hospitali. Kazi yako ni kujiandikisha ndani ya SHA. Ukishajiandikisha, uende hospitali, utatibiwa, upatiwe dawa, udungwe sindano na utoke hapo uende nyumbani bila ya kuulizwa pesa yoyote. Gharama ya hospitali italipwa na serikali ya Kenya. Nyinyi mmenisikia? Mumejiandikisha kwa SHA ama nyinyi mko na mpango gani? Mumejiandikisha? Hebu ni wale wamejiandikisha. Nyinyi msinienjoy. Nimesema nyinyi ni kama mmesikia ile kitu nimeuliza kweli? Ama mmesikia kama nimesema wale hawajajiandikisha? Nimesema wale wamejiandikisha kwa SHA waweke mkono. Ala, kumbe mko chonjo basi. Nimekubali. Sawa sawa. Sasa kila mmoja wetu ajiandikishe pale. Kama wale watu wako mapala sana. Sasa sikizeni nyinyi watu wa Malamini. Ati wamejikaza wale watu. Ati wamefanya bidii kabisa, wamejikaza. Ati ile kazi wamefanya ni kunitafutia jina ati Kasongo. Wale watu zimipure sana. Watu kazi yao ukabila, chuki, matusi, maneno ya bure. Mimi nataka niwaeleze wale jamaa, kila kiongozi akuja aeleze hao wananchi. Si nyinyi wananchi ndio mnaamua viongozi? Si mnachagua MCA, gavana, senator, mbunge mpaka rais? Niwaulize nyinyi, wakati mnachagua kiongozi, mnapima kwa sura ama kwa kazi? Mnapima kwa sura ama kazi? Kwa kabila yake ama kazi? Si kila mtu anapima na kazi yake. Mimi niko hapa, barabara ya kutoka Lamu si nimejenga. Hii ya kutoka Modogashe mimi narudia. Sitima si ndio hii? Si watoto mimi nasomesha. Walimu nimeajiri 1,100. SHA ndio hii inasaidia wananchi. Si kila mtu atakuja na mambo yake. Wale watuletee matusi yao tupime kwa kilo tuone itakuwa kilo ngapi. Ama mnasemaje watu wa Malamini? Mnasema tuendelee? Mnasema tuendelee na kazi? Tuachane na wale watu wa matusi na wale watu wa ukabila. Sikizeni, mimi najua, kumbe mnajua hii watu. Hawa wale watu mnawajua. Kwanza number 1, hawana maono. Ati maono hawana. Agenda hawana. Sera, mpango, agenda, hata akili hawana kabisa, wako chini sana wale. Kule kabisa. Hawa namna gani?
Ekero siasa chiganete kubwata nsebo sibochera bane bo mwaka ogocha mwancho mwereria ni gobono abunge century beso kina kwenda kwikeria ibikorwa ibwene tukwane kibwe mense ya Kenya nene aso kubwatikana gusamba gwe chiskuru obotuko sobotuko nonyeni go abunge ani go bereka bakuri birengeri byabo asana bawe barakane bakoboringa go ikemiroberi ere emiyebekwe eri kwane kinga ebikorwa bune ebingo korekana bire nice baboriringa go ika aba gose abarukibwa eko bakuringoribwa na kurigiribwa nonyeni yo ikaba kora chinkwana gatia baibori amona abarimu erikwene kimechando kiria abaruki bagwetere gento ikora chiskuru kosambwa asama tukonsona nigo egati abunge nigo barekane kwene kinga onye mechando bune yegatirigo chikaba kigo sansorwa asama tukare bosio nerebu ya chiskuru chiria chioboraro chibaka bachiko tuguterware na chiskuru chiri chidesku choka chibaka bachiko tigara egati abunge bare chinkwana bune echo namo omoimende pwe county ya Kisidonya Doris Toto omoimende pwe county ya Nyamira Jerusha Momanyi onye nigo omobunge bwensemo oya Subanote ni Mili Odiambo gati abunge bande buna Otiende Omolo twaningo chinkwana chabo korwa asibunge nene elitkorego marabo.
Honorable Speaker, the immeasurable pain, torture and torment that these parents are going through, including their teachers, the classmates who are alive, it is immeasurable, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wish to say sincerely, I condole with those families and wish those that are in hospital quick recovery. Honorable Speaker, it is the high time that when we talk of commission of inquiries, Honorable Speaker, something that happened when Bomboluru School was burnt down, something that happened when Changuli School was also burnt down, this commission of inquiries give recommendations, Honorable Speaker, but at the end of the day, very few recommendations are implemented. It is the high time, Honorable Speaker, that we speak our mind, we search and know what is really healing our students in our schools, come out, Honorable Speaker, and come out with the recommendations that, Honorable Speaker, will cure this. Even if it means having our schools as day schools, so be it, Honorable Speaker. Life is more precious.
Otienda Molo. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I condole with the families that have lost the little ones. And I think we must accept that we have all failed the children who perished. We failed them through the school, we failed them through the government, we failed them through policies, and even we as Parliament, we are part of those who failed them. We must collectively apologize that we have failed those children. Mr. Speaker, this has become a trend. The idea of banning schools and school unrest is a trend that must be examined. As we examine ourselves and agree with the majority leader, we must examine the values that we are instilling in the children. We must examine the place of religion. Many of us, when we are growing up, raising a child was a collective responsibility. Now it has been left to the parent and the teacher. The teacher is disempowered because there's not much the teacher can do other than warn. Many of us parents, once we submit the child to school, we wash our hands. The child is left to the internet. Some of the things they are doing are things that clearly can only be brought from the internet. We must re-examine even the place of access to the internet for everyone. Mr. Speaker, I say only two things as I finish. One, I think it is time that as Parliament, we form an ad hoc committee to examine unrest in schools. It is not enough to leave it to the department anymore. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, I think that we must also re-examine the circumstances that we're putting the schools to. If you look at the images of that school, and that's a high-end school, you see that the dormitory was highly congested. There were beds on the corridors, there were beds next to the door. This 100% transition without the proper infrastructure is part of the problem. I so submit, Mr. Speaker.
My sincere condolences to the families who have lost their loved ones, the young ones. It is unfortunate that we have lost so many lives as a result of fire in schools. Again, my sincere wishes to those who are in hospital for quick recovery, as I also pray that those students will be given enough counseling, and the parents, because what they are going through is serious and they need proper attention. As a nation, again, we need to seriously address the issue of boarding schools so that we come up with clear strategies to protect our children from such incidences. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Millie Odhiambo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I give my condolences to the families of the girls who lost their lives. Mr. Speaker, what I want to encourage us, this is not the first time as a country that we are facing this. So let us not have knee-jerk reaction to this situation, condemning parents, condemning teachers, condemning everyone, when this problem might be much bigger than this. Let us, after this, look comprehensively at what the situation is. It's not necessarily about boarding. It may not necessarily about people burning tires, but we could be facing a much deeper problem. Let us, after this, look at what is bedeviling our country, especially our young ones. Mr. Speaker, thank you.
Can we end here?
Omongina. You are Omsubat, you are not Omongina.
But they have given me the mic, Mr.
Omongina.
Speaker. Yeah.
Not you, Donya.
Obviously, this is Omongina. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I also want this afternoon to send my condolences to the families who have lost their loved ones, the very young souls who are going to be very vibrant in our country. We want to say pole sana for what has happened, and I want to talk to parents. My dear parents, wherever you are, let's take up our role as parents to advise our children, to talk to our children whenever they go to boarding schools. Those children need our guidance. They need to be taught on how to behave, on how to live with others, and for sure, this has been the greatest setback that we have had as Kenyans, and the forensic investigation should be done.
Okay, Donya.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. The issue of boarding schools, Mr. Speaker, we as members of parliament can pass a law that says something on boarding schools, which I suggest we should not have boarding schools because, Mr. Speaker, more deaths have come because of these boarding schools. You can all remember, honorable members, when our children open school, we are told
mwanjo mwenu kwe egena waitonga goika amaene acharekane na nanyeni go kwetise skuru ria nyete kwabeki gusiria abana bali babekire byaro ikabonega na abana kianda nigante gukora uburingoria na nigo bare asegete sinike nyimbo goika bonega aseto no kwegenanga obwene bochika bo gikirani bwana nene serekani chikori bitambuke byo koranga ebikora bune biyemerero bya kwa bigo ikomwe ryo kera nigo mendete kona aliense ya Kenya mutukabwango gachisuku cheche gante gosiekwa na bayige skuru ya samete kabage koya tukarisku ya nana bago sieka isu skuru esengenche igo bateretenga igati ya baro kibwambare barenge ko bange miroberi etarimya nonye igo no iga goikera abonega nigo tokone kibwanga goika serekali bitambukiro biwendete osetari igo torare bitambukiro kibiro iro gwetera asebunge yonene esabate gochikubare ko be emotion onye serekali tiri gochikwera bitambukiro biri biwendete mwacho mwele cyo tukojide kemerongene na isato igore chinsa inye chiabona mambi sibonega tongo semwe cyo murigeria ngo chikokomanye century abedenga university ya Tangaza igotoka sensemeria gosesensemeria kan haige mu chine robi nigo bona ya chine nama ya esengincho ngendete kuri chikosi chire chingi ya kiandage ko michikosi au ne chikosi unaye horetsko bako kera buno moibori Eskaro ko iro mwana wanya ko bakaga some senyecho eganga yabe neno kwene kinga esomo nkobere kana sabaro kibonsi nabego ekigara bate banga soboro weke kimunya moronga education is the key na is the equalizer igobone gatangaza berure koreta amasomo asenchera ere yabene esabako chikosi au mwacho muri chinyinge mpaka chichonsi otagetene chinde chirotanya ko bakoko kora mwacho muri nyoranga ese etangaza university mbabwate enamba ere gabu banya ko bakira kwanyara ko agoko manye esenchera ere yabe abakunyana ko bagoko bayikera na akwaba kwandra essential ya mase magwetera essential ya email essential ya website na bayigo essential area essential area aye esimi ngo chikote ya sechinsa egeke kekeri muto mwanche mwira lakini nende tigana komanye gachichi course iria chikoba chikwene kibwa ase university ya Tangaza na moni course iria ya doctoral program simbabwate babwate PhD in social transformation mwanche mwira onye ko bwate ebirenge byo akore PhD in social transformation nende gwa kore masters chiao na bakunyana ko kwende university ya Tangaza essentially abene bayana ko bagoikereria eganga yawo yokeranie PhD yawo gati ebintu bine biri byakorwa essence ya doctorate program so mwancho mwiriria namo na doctoral of philosophy in education na yaroko bagoikeranie AMO asayemo ase university yo ya Tangaza na bayigo gati ya doctor of philosophy in counseling psychology eyibana bako essentially ere yo wekana na bayigo nyoranga bwate chi masters program mwancho mwiriria chinyinge kienda gikomi gati ya masters program chichikurwe wa university yetu ya State University ya Tangaza University namo na Masters of Education in Leadership and Administration babate Masters in Arts Ethics and Organizational Leadership na nyani igomba bwate Masters in Arts in Africa Studies yani ichi igose emenuerie chise chinde na bayi gonko jara bakora Masters in Science and Chemistry gati hcourse chinyinge semeria ya Masters to turmo kansake nkoyire imbaka sensema ya postgraduate yure diploma programs nigo babwate a postgraduate in diploma in education century abene nyara ko kuri diploma yawo ye masomo yo bwalimu ss school yatangaza na yo bakuba kuhikirania ganga yao yokoba omwalimu mbabwate bachelor in degrees program wancho muliria igati y'echipurchidi kiri bakunya bakurwa ese university yatangaza namone degree in bachelor of arts in leadership and management anyote kusomera mangana y'oburayi nabo igana bakuba kwenda area CMSM ese university yetu yatangaza university yatangaza kurwere obokoreri obwo nabo igo kurwere obokoreri ase bachelor of science and nursing otete sector y'oburwaria nabo kwenda okore bachelor of science ase kirengo keria kia nursing na nyore degree yao ya masayemo na nyokirani imanora yokoba omunyagitari imeyense ya Kenya babwate bachelor of commerce babwate bachelor of theory igati ye chinde chinyinga sense mweri diploma ne certificate yo mwache mweri na chirocho mbali gotiga mayaga niko bawo chiko kwa business account administration igati ye chiko chinde chinyinga chikwa chiko rwebwa ase university yo yatangaza igo ikirana galia ese website yao ese screen yao galia ne namba no ese screen naba igo ase email yao banyore niko kuana ne university yatangaza na yikirani amageli yao goswikirani asamara yo konyora masomo ase university yatangaza ko ire mutumo komo sinini mwancho bwa ginkena tuchikugendera hamo ono umurobiri gwe Etorobini mambi yabona iga asengo chiko Ramagani Diok Nyabuti na baigo yase Daniel Nyabuti kogikero kibugabana ase county ya Nyamira baigo Diok Humbangi oinero kumerama tekero kibugabana ase county ya Nyamira tokana tochikukwana mange ananaigo ruyo borai imaye county area ya Nyamira Thomas Goske Etorobini nigagendrete mambi yabona
Eye Ensoko TV uboroso bw'umugusi ine nuganete betri uratumia segari yao ebetri ugucakirimo ugakweba ebetri ulegene chinga kichonsi ebenga kiyeliberera gusenga kiyobokendu tawe chanika Autobat Kenya Limited no tulegigiga asengichao nigo tokorosia na koni chipetri uratumia singa kichonsi chipetri uratumia asigari nke basi nonyaneli kurukuru
tutakupitia pale kwa gari yako tutahakikisha tumeweka na tumekupimia charging system ya gari na pia tumekupimia battery na kila kitu itakuwa iko sawa.
Alright. Sasa na ikileta shida kabla hii warranty ishe itakuwa namna gani?
Ikikusumbua kabla ya warranty utakuja alafu tukishaiangalia tutakupatia battery ya kushikilia tukiendelea kuangalia yako.
Talia yoka na battery yechinguru.
Battery ya Autobat ni battery ambayo ni spill proof, kumaanisha hiyo battery haimwagi acid ile ambayo iko ndani. Hiyo battery imetengenezwa na calcium. Kama vile tunajua calcium hainanga water loss, kumaanisha sasa hiyo battery hakuna wakati ambayo inakauka hiyo acid.
Asamange twakirisimi namba 0739697855.
Kwa wale watu wa kujamstatiwa, wachana na battery kama hizi. Tumia Autobat. Battery ni Autobat.
Chuo Kikuu cha Tangaza tumebobea katika kozi zifuatazo: PhD in Education, Masters in Theology, Bachelors of Arts and Communication, Diploma in Law, Certificate in Counseling Psychology. Tunafundisha TVET courses kama vile ICT, Diploma in Teacher Education. Tunafundisha lugha ya Kifaransa na Kijerumani. Kwa maelezo zaidi, wasiliana nasi katika anwani inquiries@tangaza.ac.ke au tupige simu kwa nambari 0722204724 au 0711713910. Unaweza kututembelea katika chuo chetu mji wa Karen, jiji kuu la Nairobi, Lang'ata Road. Tangaza University, kuelimisha akili, kugeuza mioyo na kubadili maisha. Mrna nabalibe chinguru ilikwe manyabo na wata kuchitana nyechiense. Frida Kerubo, Innocent Onyango, Clinton Ondigi, Diana Ndemu, Ishmael Mogere, Linet Nyambane, Daniel Omwaga, eke na kigekos kiamesa yamangana maya.
Kera kama tingatara, gaike taoni ya nyamira na lena shauri zangwe, ngararo moijano. Umotu watera mabwari.
Murigereri bwa Ensoko TV, oyo no moroberio bwo kongoria mareko na inje mwana mboka Edwin Yang'au, turabe tukumira na kira litukulie iki. Guchakira chinsa 11 chamogoroba wikenseyemo yabo tuko. Kugwakorire imirimo yawo yerituko. Kwabukire orosete uikaransitero ya ubuyanda chitasekeruko orambulete merondo kunyagusibero ngoli nari ase screen ne chingero chikoleto na mwanambuka Edwin Yang'au ano to konyora chingero chionsi echiegita na chobenga kwanu bukano echiembegetere ndo gesongengo to amereria
Bakalia omoto yakabwatwa Bakalia omoto yakabwatwa Amatukemeronge na gaika kabwatwa
Ubugima n'urugendo rw'atamange amaya n'amabe. Umusakito Linet Nyambane niga ngaririe imena isiko ya gusi na gusanga naba yaeteire nabako yaetera.
Nchekera na ibole twe undango tebiwa ndabona ibole tukinde buya ngakina kinde buya ekera na chiro ike myaka sta ngachaka gondifero po muira samagoro wane kamanya gutokanga na twali roba wana uacha gitego
aya nime yo muroberio bo mwenori kira litukule Jumatano chinsa ibiri chabutuko imeya Ensoko TV oboroso wumu
Ine asama kia ya mbireo seino mbireo asama tuko amaega obugima bwakira lituko bwomogusi nigo bwale gosirwa nobolemi likomera liburga lisamora byonsi asekerenga yokobeka ase ekiage ekemo ningi keire libaga likiage asinka yomugusi nobonchereria noborokia nobonyanyimbo gose nobwagachi asomoroberio wikiage kyomugusi nobe gokumerana na inche Frida Kerbo kera litkoria ijuma chinsa ibere chamugoroba astogo sanga nomugusi kurwa chingongo eliokumanya naki bakonyorera engere yabo ya kera litko omocha
chinchira chito chigekoro nigo chirasoko goselwa konene gosiriwa ne chinchira chekerero ekira kikiagire Ensoko TV twachire gutorigesa ku kyomugusi kurwa soko limera asendiba y'abanyandwariro
oboroso bo mugusi boigekerwe mugusi bono ne chinjira chiago goikaransanse na kobeke TV yao kwene kingangwe somyorege koro kyomugusi
wetro muroberio bwigekoro yeito hasi tokomera nabaga kaba Samuelere na boigabangi nabanyika iligo kwanero kwebo ya chindagira amasikani chinyangi nemejega ao yumugusi
kera lituko ria ramisi chinsa ibere igoro imeye TV yao na mbe Ensoko TV
na Stephen Nyariki Mbunde tolende ekimira
eye ne Ensoko TV oboroso bwomugusi
Yekoro yeito imeye Ensoko Ensoko Yekoro yeito imeye Ensoko Ensoko ibiengia ya ngumanga bunalero
ebago tebango yogose como elio nero gose kabya maiga yokonyora mangana mange korwa segeteseni kia usigetege Ensoko TV boni go yakirenga kingo koleta nganya sai nigonda koletro murobili kurkunga amegelio yebebelia murobili nigonda olete amuna basomba banya sai abu astra ko batukwegera lingana sobwagale nantali ya yoka nonyora matera noena masabo noboroli ntunyale koba tukurwa ayankira lituko liye sabato liya bande bagotabanga Jumamosi abande batabanga Saturday chinsa 12 chamambya ugweka chinsa ibere tomocha gekora nchomulisyo ngaga nabasomba banyesaye ntokoletere umurubiri bweleso seseni
Mukabora ingerango oyechigosori yabarire.
We've never seen anybody win 3 in a row.
Ono omwancho omurireria ayabune motitire bwechigosori ao nobe na kirengencho yokokokera.
Goal! Absolutely astonishing. What about that from Gareth Bale?
Egeteseni kia Ensoko TV. Ibono nge guchunchugere gokwariganiria na gokwerera chigosori ao oboikeranu. Tomocha kubwata etariki inainche Daniel Omwaga goseko gwancha nabo ogontona Erieta Suarez amagoseri webegi iyokolyo keraritko oliechima mosi igochakera egetone gichinze sano na isato chiamogaso goika 10 chamaragoba ase omuroberi ebwe achigosori amo nabanyangongo ase na kumanyana gokorosera ayatekire ase chigosori
and he's awarded a penalty.
Eye Ensoko TV Oboroso Bumugusi.
Karibu nende mwanche mwelie mambi ya bono iga katoko chaka nde sentu nende ya kabiri ito bato entunda kwana ya ito ya Benedict Korea le rose kitesende kyo kya Benedict Ensoko timu no bene Etorobini chideka cha butokire na 5 na kianda igore chinsenye chabona mambe senchere ya bene to chiko swana tuligeria mangana yege siasa mugeni one Daniel Nyabuti daktari oikirega igame studio mambi ya bono iga kwende dio kyo bangitara ikakorende kende yonse ochiko ikani gona ochiko karansa sekiroge kigato kwandro bora ya nene ikirogo yokuryo bugabana bwe county ya Nyamira ikende takare talibera linane gatie chi county chonse marongene sano na ibere chichigendrete kwebanga gosibu bochore bwene bu mwaka 2025 onebere senchi abene igoto chiko yoko bunyamasi bitukero torigera lyo bokora libwe county ya Nyamira na abayigo okoriye birogo ao nene itukero to chiko yekero kibugabana kendrete kobage kumerwa mate na roneli ao abangi kima bayi kobagwe soke na otebanga bono na obayisaine koreta moncholi se county ya Nyamira county yabiraka bwe kumuri kwa samo tukawangana kobotekana bokorali ao ase bokorali bochenu obokorali ibulia abwe chiskuru na bayigo bokorali bonde buna chibara yagati ebinto binde binge buna abanyoli ebwe ebinto bilia biwenta konyoli bwa sense mo county ya Nyamira igongo kwaneke medikerigie chae ekyoke bwate oso manyobona sana nga county ya Nyamira ngati county area ere bwate obonyoli bonne bweke medikerigie chae kolere enetagwa kwa nobo tutukano bonne bugotanyora bonus sign na essential bene igongo moneta Daniel Nyabuti mambi yabone igo mwanche mwelia tabuko batokukwana ira bakuri koso motanda kuri county ya Nyamira otomeli buliria essential bene na daktari no alemega kurigwa na begona ba agochia kori chibu daktari.
Asante.
Karibu sana mambi
yabone. Asante. Yes.
Kamera ya onko ngana ntu abuko nyegeria essential bene tochiko chako murubiri mambi yabone igalene karo twakolega ni mi studio mambi yabone.
Asante. Yes, asante sana Nyamaletango Daniel Nyabuti, aspirant Nyamira governor na ndenta ko bayan limbi amono ase chinga kicheno mwokoira kototegerera tobatebi amagendo tugochikoreta Nyamira na ende mwenzi tuabakaribishire mu bole amaswali mutagete because we believe that it's our generation as young people tokwa twagache Nyamira yaito trosti gascheito chiabanto bons chipara chionsi twagache to improve our education system keregendo na ende ngo basaba mwenzi asimabeta Nyamira ngima mon support yo muroberi yoyo agere to bwo gabano bwo my win is your win is a win-win model ine rombwate to kuchikoshana ino asabona.
Daktari,
asante.
Mbuya mono sogote banga nayo korra kwa kwebekire kabisa segange no mustari muntu kabisa. Uchitiro kwandra mange igore county ya Nyamira na ali agendrete korende amangana aragendrete kwa niki umense ya Kenya samutuko agwangiga hangi ikiye mo ya etire. Uburoire bwebara wabereka bogwaka sana ense ya DRC Congo wasechiri bune chimya cy'abantu beko bagusirie amagimabo. Korende murai bwense bakagwana no burai bwense ya America pira kumanya ba Kenya na kwa banga gwikabagache egetuokere ya Ebola kiriyo kugira barire ba Ebola bari bare of the US citizenship bari bare aba wose bari bara ba America bari me ya DRC Congo nenda banyaka bakubwa to no buriro bwa Ebola bari tugoika semense ya Kenya esense mo ya equipe so chikobe kwa na kuligereribwa senchira bene na kunyara ba ko ngo sinkurwara bari na kubwenibwa na ne egento kya retire butukono bonene abari abasoke na kwikirika ko rwekyo aba Kenya bari tukurega bagasoke na korobekana ne memo chora kibya gwaro chena na masasi ga kurutwe goro bondrasi timbu mabwaye ayo sokora kwao ngakyo kwane gakora ayo kobeka egetugia quarantine imehiense ya Kenya nene sesemeri ya lekipya.
It's unfortunate tindi go support ekyo murai wensa akora igente getangane to kupinga because onya aba America abanyene aba America babwa the best technology, the best hospitals, the best facilities batebire ndoko nyara korwani oburoiro ingi togo twaleta mechi besa toita abantu baminto. At the end of the day people will die. Onye bago mma to murai wense igenta compete ade do compete na uru kirenga kia uru ndo abate million covid nere wanda ya tuole millionaire abantu baki ba Ebola igolende na Nyamira tuensi astwabeta na agambe naba na inchi ba ngopinga bale gentukeli na ndede yesterday I joined my fellow comrade from Monday tuka protest kabisa. I was in the street tuka protest tukateba gente kintu tageti Ebola chikaiga onye batete ko leta quarantine if they want to maintain to control the disease vaende chibese chinchiro onye chiro tutige tubeke bona siasa kando neta makando bagende DRC Congo bagache quarantine yo ekyaro oborere boli no borali babo contain legal egere ba save more people but because of yeta chibesa that's why bakoligerie chibesa mono netama kubuga their agenda. If they have money, if the American have money and then there is going never the space, I don't know where to check it. I don't know about quarantine. Air spread to other areas. You go nanje as Nyamira governor and coming Nyamira governor. I criticize and I condemn the president agenda. You ni kama suicide. Not a suicide. What he's doing is suicide. And then you got to support mangana quarantine ile DRC no buroiro bole. Egere tobo contain igali mbo spread. Egere as per our people because our people want to build their country when they are in good health, not when they are in sick. Yes.
Murai bwense na kunyarukirira matukama kera na sitakutana gukwana na tatenga nenjere mo yo kuyarikania in case uroro bwese goicha ense ya Kenya yani heso kubeki tu ekino kunya kuarigania ba Kenya no kuarigania serikali yae in case uroro bwese ense ya Kenya timeti gose otaibungo cha bwarenge kolende igenge egotwa kwa kiro mugwe kanonga okonyorana kwebetoro moyu arafu ina ko boringi kwebetoro moyu otenga na makweli ane nkuyariganiria naro yani igo tibeti inkora kwa ngane igorero bomboyo break mense akenya lakini igate kubeke quarantine na koreta barwaire unenchere moyo kwerigania aba Kenya na kwarigania serikali abuna bararwani buriro
iyo ndege tangani we are not a research laboratory. Kenya is not a research laboratory. We are by the kwa na chila laboratory we are by ato test kwanza botaraika if you know kwerigani na ngabona ngo support a government ya DRC gari ali asebo wa break ti gari asapoti quarantine yaro selu gari kaya quarantine yaro selu gari ate America bala give me this money indi kera ni mate no kuli yago chikoli na grid yae asapoti egero burebo limbo spread from DRC we contain there. That's a good faith. But you have to make Kenya into a laboratory whereby talk about tested and this as our people we don't want into a more candidate because we want people very in good health. Bauchi country up. Yes. A young people, Baba exposed like intern medics. As I say, I'm been a chair of internships and currently I'm the chair of internships. Abanta Bakule University, Bago to go join Abako more exposed. Kira woman they are intern. Even we don't have the skill, the technical skills to handle that. Even the equipment, Ntobuat. Is running as like we are the new laboratory ya testing. So from my heart and Nyamira people, we are against that. Onyeka what the good faith chibese chitigai DRC president amate yagaje quarantine igaiga egeroburo inere the right measures we don't both spread big country. And you see that's how American doing. They're saying tiatobotange gari mboi kagaiga. So they telling ambabu atibes, telling ambabu ati laboratory, telling ambabu at skills, but they're saying let them hold it there in Africa. So igo yendola de mheshimiwa Ruto chibese cho bogoli chionspi jidaiva tiende DRC Congo rosi ntobole mombrali walosi a very big quarantine center so that you'll be utakuwa safe even Uganda na Tanzania na others. Yes. Yeah.
Daktari abadingoli bangana yege siasa na we gabarai ao abasoki na gukwana samutuka bwango igawa na korengana waraburinga bagote bangumure bwense akumake decisions of his own because it's about involving abananchi mete public participation narrow and it's guaranteed in the constitution of Kenya. Lakini baate banga akari bintu bya mubwekano bagwa akari mubwekano go sign finance bill etete public participation ya rete tama kwa mange na usirie buli mubaba saya metiko sino kwa ngo sokurubekano kurenga kiyu na boneka kwa rere binte binge ebigokorekana kare case ya dani no weti public participation ya rengo na boneka abere kwa baga kwimuka na kurumbaka sawe kubiko quarantine atarai kare keep ya bodi abanyene beze ke pyanga kingo korandika naiga korengana na abana siasa ubande kwa chama karaba kukwana kwa chama John Meto kwa wana bwata ni bande bege siasa na balingo le bande siasa niko bakote yabanga the president is dictatorial. What can you say about that statement?
A president to make a decision very wrong based on greediness. Tokote yabanga in greedy timali mnege Australia beke enyanda mwamu yechibesa usekoligeli most decisions I can make taligo legal the impact ngana ki what will happen. For example 2024 I was in the street about finance bill. Tala learn what Kenyans need. Kenya they don't need handouts today. Kwa program ya nyota go spearhead. That's a loan from World Bank. Liga ko invest in industries, research centers, institutions whereby it can generate employment. It give it handout, and that's very wrong. Bono sekoligel na energy decision mine chako me taliko involve anybody because of where contacted. He said he was contacted by Trump, and then akatemunga chibi asanchire kaiga to quarantine. Aka agree immediately without even considering his people that yabantu bane mba kulwara the implication my health system nere capable of fight this disease. After that yaraga tabanga chibi asamubwate nchu na anchirani. You know that's a selfish decision which is making on behalf of the country. Even Nyamira people are against that because they know they have invested in their country and they love their country. But the decision Rais is very selfish and it's unfortunate and everyone is condemning. Lakini bottom of the heart najua Ruto kwa roho yake anajua ni mbaya. Lakini juu anapenda pesa na smile akiona pesa anasema let's accept. Yes. But I know him. On a personal level, kwa roho yake anajua ni mbaya. Lakini sasa juu pesa imepita hapa, ana smile, anasema let me accept. Yeah. Sometimes he's not serious, Aki make some decision you have seen, anatuambia mafuta itapanda, kesho inapanda. Anatuambia hakuna mtoto atafukuzwa school fees, kesho mtoto anafukuzwa. Anatuambia hii unaona opposite different. Lakini kwa roho yake hatujui kama anamaanisha ukweli. Yani kitu anaongeanga unaonanga opposite. Anasema ya okay, come to fuel. Anaenda Tanzania the old president. Anaenda kuomba refinery. Na Kenya tuko na refinery tumefunga. Hapa Changamwe. Well, thousands of young people they are not jobs. Whereby mimi ningekuwa rais saa hii. Ile refinery ya Mombasa, hiyo ningefungua. Ningefungua mafuta irudi chini because when wakati wa Moi the only thing which used to stabilize the fuel because our oil refinery in Mombasa was running. But due to these brokers and these personal interest, wakafunga. Then when wakafunga, wakachukua the rights za kuimport mafuta. Wao wenyewe tu, unasikia sijui ni pesa ya marketing. What are you marketing oil? Hakuna kitu ya kumarket pale. Ni markup wanaendelea kupigana, kila mtu anataka portion yake. I'm assuring Kenyans, days to come, hiyo refinery tutaifungua. Na tutaogopa because we'll create more jobs. We'll create more product from oil. Hata ya Changamwe. Hii ya Changamwe tutafungua.
As the governor of Nyamira, as the president of Kenya.
Unajua governor is not permanent. Governor iko na limitation yake. Nikifanya vizuri 5 years. then nifanye ingine 5 years. Hiyo mnaweza niruhusu Wanyamila, naomba tu mniruhusu nipande kidogo so that we can tackle the problem of Kenyans. Naomba tu after 10 years mniruhusu nipande kidogo. Sasa hii wacha tusaidie Matiang'i. Lakini after 10 years mniruhusu tu tuanze kuangalia sasa how can we navigate this, we do development, we make America here in Kenya. We make our country to be America here, whereby young people can build dreams. The land of dreams now should be here in Kenya, not in America, because we have the skills, the technology. You have seen even walimu wakitoka hapa wanaenda kufundisha watoto in US. Madaktari kutoka hapa wanaenda na kuwa qualified working to US. The best institutions there. So we can, with the same our schools here, the same capability which we have here, we just turn it to a Silicon Valley in Nyamira. Yes. For example, I'm telling you watu wa bodaboda. Mimi sikuji kuwapatia hii ni reflector. Hapana. Hiyo mimi sitaki. Nitawapatia kidogo lakini sitaki. Kitu nataka ni pale tuweke industry ya assembling motorbikes. Motorbikes zirudi chini. Whereby uwezi kuwa unafanya 3 years unalipa loan, 3 years ulali kwa nyumba unalipa loan ya motorbike, whereby we can assemble them. They are assembling. Motorbike is like a bicycle. You can assemble, you buy spare parts here, you find few people here wamefanya automation. Wanafunga tu. Umeona, like my slogan is a spanner. We are coming to fix. We are coming to fix the economy of Nyamira. From consumption to producing. Value addition industries.
We'll talk about that.
Yes.
To ikagabo mheshimiwa. Kurende tokwenda gututegoska muntu tumayo chigo kwanira mangananda mange guri county ya Nyamira kiara chiza chitara chigo tunyora kerage. Turakwana ngo relationship gati ya judiciary on executive, that's the president and the judiciary. Asama tuko bwangu iga ingakete ne yetu aro chengi judiciary ko make its own. Judiciary is an independent body with its own independent policies. Lakini akonyorangu murebo ensa akarire sana ngambali ko kora buya mbali ko kora kwende iga. Waika tukete konyora tokaranga judiciary in some way. Kero to aro cheri ngaketa ba chi high court lawyers mada kombara ngetu state house bakanga kora maamuzi getega na bakabakana nsake tugateba ngabere compromise dikorene samutuka wigana ende chimichi ngome kibare chi rules against the government kurenda ba renga serikali yekorera samutuka bonge nkwaroche bona ige judiciary yateneniri okugandira gwo kwa banchuge tugia quarantine sense ya like kipya kurengana numure bwense kinege tambo kirego kigotenenia so do you think judiciary it's right and does the president need kusona na judiciary ya tenendi na nikegugera egotebekananga ubwagachigo bagendrete bado na ba judiciary beko bakigotena? Is it undermining judiciary from the executive?
Okay, it's not undermining, but you find that the problem with the executive is a dictator, whereby he believes that he's a supreme. Now that's why you always say that the backbone stops on him. Whether ni judiciary mesema, whether ni hiyo ingine ya parliament, the backbone stops on him. Because one, you find that I'm a compromise in parliament. Because parliament ndio pekee za mshtua through impeachment.
Now they are silent about everything.
Hizi zingine anasema the backbone stops on him. You see what he has been doing. The argument is this one. Hiyo mali na jengo ni kwa jeshi. Si ndio?
Yeah.
Jeshi kuna their own judiciary line. That's why ukikosa kwa jeshi wanakuanga na nini yao, system yao. Not this civilian guy.
Yeah.
That's why I think wanaendelea kujenga despite court imeji pronounce. So no, court imesema tusimamishe, lakini hiyo kitu inaendelea because you as a common mwananchi toko so mahali omba na kimba kenda kuagacha unless you are jeshi. Na jeshi kuna line, kuna sheria zinatumika huko. You cannot unless you are a spokesperson, uwezi kuja hapo tuambie aiendelee ama endelee. Otherwise hiyo ingine ni speculations. So it need good faith from the executive to be transparent, to be honest, not to be greedy. Because again turuta roche ne chivels tali bogi magwa aba aba chikosira tali country yako agati ne chivels aroche igolende judiciary as much as they are trying, but they lack some more actions. We need to see more actions because basically Maraga was one man who used to stand with his decisions. Akisema ni no, whether you intimidate him or you support him, you will stand with that decision. We really remember Maraga for that. Oyo the current judiciary ile anaongea hivi, kesha anaongea hivi, kesha anaongea hivi, ile anaongea hivi. Pressure ikipanda kidogo ana change. So judiciary bado, we don't want to say we have a problem, but they don't stick to what they say. They don't enforce what they have said. Yeah. From the top, you're going to what the challenge but we hope with time, with the new government coming in, shall fix the challenge. Yeah.
Mbia mono mheshimiwa tuko kwa na mango mwacho mwele cha tujideka 15 ne moigore chinsa isano chewa na mambige tesene Ensoko TV tona Daktari Daniel Nyabuti uyu kumendera matesane kirigo kibugabana bwe county area ya Nyamira skwera gatabanga atatu kwene kyamagendero ao ese county eyo korenganere hataraba kobaka hoikani bakorende badege ga hoyente kulika message ga kurukwa nere otiso muratababu kurobo basi nyamache bogende heru niko ndani adi mwisho mbya mono soka bayimo yomoroberie mambi ya bonega omwana fogo okorwa magenche mosogwa no indeme yomoroberio obwetorobini mbo ya mono kebisa omwana fogo Ezekiel Okumunyakunde kwania daktari korenganga mambi ya bonega agwakoni bunere Ezekiel Okumunyakunde
asante
abanga okwandika gima
nanchi na mokwandi
mbo ya mono daktari agati abanga mama Kerut from Amariba watching live from pamoja hadi mwisho mbo ya mono mama Kerut ko chinsa mochirichia Amariba akorukwa nere Isaiah Mogwaya Okinyi akorwa Nyariba ari Masaba Sorera Inkaseito no onde pamoja agoikomo irembora muna Isaiah Okinyi asoko moyo moroberio bwe Etorobini Ensoko TV se mambi ya bonega kirandide ni somo soribege so watching live ko Rakuru Salams Club ya mono mutio mubwatiri to bamutuka mange kirandide ni sina bayigo Kefason Onsongo la net Nakuru watching live ko chinse mochi la net gari ya semo ya Nakuru ko Brigadier Anthony Latemo Brigadier Natemo korwa ametamaywa nyasore no indeme na mama Ali Siratemo na Debo Victor Mondi John Kenny na mboyo Salome Onyoni kati ya bande ya mono so kumye de mambi ya bonega na bayigo Eve Dennis Sagero agateba a good job nkorenganga agateba ngega sigendere to kurindi torwini nega sirengia hanene higukwana nabaraye mambi ya bonega daktari uchiriguska mutu kunende ababunge besokiri na kukikiri bikora bwenda takorekana ngo kwandara igoro oya egakoro kyo gwichane kyo gusambe school na bego chisku cyabe chiko ya tokare school ya sameta njaji ete tokarale nana basetia bana go chikese nginjo babu atefunununga embapura netigo samba toro chisku chiko ya kolende ya mweyo neje gikabonega egareta abaroki bokianda bale ne segeto seni kyabanyanyimbo bane takulingoli bwana uchikiro mocho yo gusambe school usiekera bande ime bakuyiya agoika omwerio tuabwate bikorwa buna devo worshiping ngete meye school bikacha bigasira devo worshiping me school twaloje bintu bikokareka nibe sana bigasira bonega tugatware amangana ayo morro korengana na aba babunge bande gabate bonye serikali techukirane bintebi mbi ya chiskuru chisieku chio bararo to na desk chiuka korende trachi century ya bene kiara na litaganyo wika kureka koreka namne koreka na wiki studio nabo kerenchere ya bene urwengora ya waraf kuruga buto jogos kamotu to kwandri goro ye chiskuru chinki yakogera na ne rebu ya chisieku ebono to tigarego
ndate gotebya de abalimu na abayiboli na abanafunzi pole bali baba victim je school. Banning school is a very bad. Again, take a son. I remember when I was in Form 1 and to Ingakiri 2 or 3, 2 or 4, just couldn't want to bus and be the son of school. That time, I remember I got on the Form 1 bus and be the school and then and it's unfortunate now because the preps in Bakasaine. Alafu ndinenkorara ingekasa stanga kumina ya kile rubwaki mapema hiyo. Kumbe no muliro collect or especially when I was in Form 1. Igolende is a very bad experience and then that ngosabe Ministry of Education ya kala reform di school chaito watu wale psychology programs whereby bakugamba na abana bamanya so that they can prevent these actions. Bako ira abana etara ebitabo byoka ika watu wale psychology programs whereby they have like a program like a weekend whereby they interact with the young people, they do counseling because of my school and what the pressure high people abali mbata de mo excel school perform well na abana baromba what the pressure yabo come in environment igolende tatako bata ipole asemwabe taba abalimu na abanafunzi na abayiboli but tuwatirane mate ko lero mwana is a community because mwana na abantu bonse yago chigo okona akatwale tutwa umwalimu Sabbath school au akebirani akanyole skwali au akebirani igolende bakaji kanisa chionse njibwate role chiko play ase omwana igo mo squeeze a problem ere bono ige generation ya bono aba ibole babeta abana baboka anyole kwato konyera omwana eskoga ali kusengo morekebishore agochaka akogechu igo tobwene tobwaterane togechunga nkiagana narekebisha omwana ogo kenaro anganga kolale bobe ikiara raise omwana is a community responsibility igo let's tobwaterane and tobategerere generation yuka tobategerere omai.
From a perspective, do you think the government, not only this government but the previous governments, even the government here has failed in terms of putting across the registration idea that can govern this disaster?
It has failed because there were guidelines UNESCO wenda kwa akachwa and just said like from as early as 2 or 3 whereby nyene omurangu okoba this design or agaju this design or to already this and I get this accessible in terms of emergency situations, but the government they failed to implement whereby because of kitu kidogo whereby it totageti as a new people coming up leadership whereby onye mo set the guideline omurangu yokwaga tugoaga chubo because otumia shortcut because of bribe enyomba yawo sinyo komenya wagachite mambe kwanye tani yabe school the design njabwate nga nebwate exit nebwate judiciary enough like kama hiyo na Gilgil kiangalia the design of the dormitory it failed the standard of a school, public schools,
over capacity,
yes, even access. And I don't understand even the government need to tell us the truth. Why omuntago sieko na nekivunguo because in a school ebwateki eratwali emergency umwana ragireke ebwate many students nango ebwende kotwara good arrangements how you can rescue this young kid in case of emergency. Emergency does not mean fire peke yake, mtu anaweza collapse usiku, mtu anaweza anything can happen. Our school nowadays what we want now Minister of Etuale program yakele school emergency how can they at least wala konya wanafunzi in terms of emergency.
Hatoje gukora kabisa nseme hii tumanye goswasi county ya Nyamira daktari Atiendo Molo omubunge atayatenga abana igot patigire internet ibintu bakora igo ba active ne movie especially what happened in Itubishi. I don't know what you can speak about that and you can give your conclusion if really kishindikana. Do you think that we should abolish the boarding the boarding school education system?
Coming to Atiendo Molo, he wanted to get attention of Kenyan because nowadays it's irrelevant. Irrelevant. There's no way you can stop internet. This is the change which we live with it. Internet is making our life easier. Internet in terms of education, in terms of IT, in terms of everything. So you cannot stop the change which is here.
So the only thing, in short, you cannot stop the change, but it's about denying the learners the access to phones completely and the other internet things like computers.
But you see, even in the school, before they enter, they get admission. Wanafanya watara search. Walio simba wajisi mbauru chonspi. Iko wana even tebia kwa na they relevant about phones. We have talked on the don't know why they see in the internet. They are doing it. What we are calling as leaders, we need thorough investigation because hiyo shule inachungwa na Kenya Police. Na wako na CCTV mpaka kwa dormitory. So hii mambo ya kipindi serikali iache bwana. Ituambie ukweli. Ni tutaki kasirika lakini tukasirika iache bwana.
The boarding school.
No, we need to improve the way we do things. We need to improve, not just abolish them, because you find that some parents, let's say those people work and they feel that it's good to make abana succeed in their life, whereby self-discipline, manual cleaning, because from the young people side. So for me, my case, I feel that we should improve the policy whereby to ensure to meet all standards towards the program. Even US kuna boardings na watoto wapiwe kiboko. Mwingine alikuwa anasema ni kiboko ndio inafanya watoto wana misbehave, not kiboko. We need to have our programs which are more interactive so that this actually Ministry of Education never take a record reform. Yes.
tuchikoswa se kaunti ya Nyamira senchera bana chideke meronga ibena isano wanchimweria kutokire hise isano chabona mambia yore studio tari ndo gutatika daktari Daniel Nyabuti na wote yese senchera bana kurukarenga higare kuligereria nabo igoni galigere tikigima che kumwaka isko ya bisi mwako gocha umugabana bwe kaunti ya Nyamira Amos Kimomi Nyaribo asaba tebanga nere gwikirabone go isanire koira ukirogo na kobeke kirauni kibugabana bwe kaunti eyo akorokwa nere Diana Nyabuga agoteba igo mushimwa a good job awakora na agoteba tigamu quote agoteba people of Nyamira County be wise enough to choose a leader who is going to fight for your rights.
Asante.
Mbuya muna kabisa agoteba Alex Coronavirus Salams Club Kenya nere entinga ye mark me present kama mbako elio mbuya mono Alex Boruma kurochinse mochia Naivasha Salams Club emoshimwa.
Asante.
Why are you in Nyamira?
I'm in Nyamira to make a difference to our people. Because I believe that make a difference means add value to Nyamira people in terms of development, in terms of education, in terms of markets, at least add value to people's life. One, to what Nyamira and to what industries. My line is apart from doctor and commerce, and I believe the basic thing you can do for a person. Tari hand out to ramwa no como create a place ala ba kono income daily ura como sera kero mutin yoko era onda we are selling mo como nyene yeah, creating a good environment whereby everyone akwenda we are selling mo nyene kire end of the month tucha kire ikonge gali tubataba abali ba mananasi ngi tutaro sele factory une lira alitika ekogolia abali mya mananasi once alafu end of the month baoni end of the month bakano in that factory to create employment young people whereby to salesmen, to drivers, to accountant, now and to fund. We do one thing. We create employment, we create markets for those farmers. In the process of our factory, to a para. Ebe tamak, we have to take a paro moticho. One policy and it in the campagna mira moticho. Go lam. Nimbeka 1 kilometer. Nimbeka 5 kilometer kero mwaka na wana tuasukire kubwa tobe ko moticho ma
para ya mwe ko 5 kilometer kada tige para ya mwe ko 5 kilometer sindio cha ukore
no is better kubwa ko motiche mbule tumaro babire
me tobe ke bara igotige kilometer ya
no nateba example put 1 kilometer each month after 5 years wana asukire kilometer kete kubwa ko moro moticho
1 kilometer each month one road ama 1 kilometer each month different roads.
I'm giving an example. Each month we put different roads 1 kilometer. Kubwa kobeka emeti choko mora makobe mbraya tuyera pi and mambi to run the same problem. And next time was on the mukava na nkeki. And at every GMCH chikoran. Identify the project which you chokora Java edition. Kire word we got to do a value addition industry which create employment.
Nimbwatari boli.
Yes.
Chiwa se chinga yosh korusio kubeka chirami no gwento wikirania mangana yeji school na kire gento chistima na everything abagava nambare basere chabisi tadi Nyamira yoka tarikisi yoka bareka na bintu byo kwana ayenga yosh korusio chiwa se especially such a time that county governments are really facing backlashes in getting enough finance to do their projects, infrastructure projects and other things ngayo yosh korusio chiwa se in such a quick way.
One, apart from having partners, don't go to private partners. For example, when I expressway, it's a private partner, no government money was involved. The express partners, you can do research. So apart from private partners, we're going to generate other revenues to create income to Nyamira County. One, for example, why don't we turn that to tourism industry? Whereby hotel industry will boom. License people will increase paying license and this. We partner with private people and then we do. Also, rather than we introduce other products like roofing. So we are going to introduce other products. We are going to introduce other revenue to generate income. In the process of introducing other revenues, we introduce new jobs to be created in that line. You go to Sanchiro. I got like 100 billion. And 10 billion. I think 10 billion per county. 10 billion per county. That's not small money. Going on a classroom, bantu mbabwati kwali no nepara no muticha kunya kobeka imbraira okonda koli audit report umuticho yoto twairete 50 million kobeka umuticho iga mambie mbulega tu kaira 50 million you can do a few kilometers. Yes.
Mheshimiwa wakone igoro yechibara
yes.
Chibunge chinyinge ni konti Nyamira chiwati bara utara garia ungi ya borabu kwachire not mugrango no ere konti Nyamira
yes.
Tubate kutuma sawa ya club getsairo tubate west mugrango ya Steven
yes.
Mugaka tubate not mugrango ya Josh Nyamoko bati yechinde chire focus cyo sisi Nyamira county we have to be honest ngachibara tai chinyinge chiro serious century yo watare wakwena abantu bamenye bekibunge kinya chi county Nyamira kwa bateiringa chibara cyari ngachi kwabeke rami use wakwanle tuse mitando use wachire ground and we have tried to talk to them.
As I said, Chipareji will do private partnership. For example, if I encourage chip company chiche gali in the process kwa chip company na buchikwa gachepa. You have seen chip company kerego etaka be parangwa gachwe. Type igo Chipareji we are going to work with them. I'm not sure aba mishimi abangba chiko choruvali because some of them their records are very bad. So bali bago chiko chona buto chiko work with them. Tidali lazima babale currently nyastinya stick with them nyako bakira chingo binga nganda etemo tokolega na no. In the process to jokola private partnership. Bago chiko wala chikambani chiriga ali value addition chikambani chiri chiparango chiko kajatole. For example mole tutaye tokotwala kwanya kolecha yako ende echiro. Cha kwanya kolecha yako bego echiro. Because babu the value addition industry koroku afrometu ndobali kwa ile industry eliyetombe ya unatombe agali ndo wateketi factory enato chokola chi product yabo for example na mapera ngi product wo chikoros ngo chokote yabo lembasi meka mapera umado nosimeka muroveliga mabena botoko mapera na rakolo sweets na juices so those are some of the products whereby government ego chiko factory chigocha my government ego chiko create revenues get to call development. Yes, we have the skill and technology and the idea.
Mheshimiwa,
yes.
Nyamira County is known for production of tea
yes.
in large scale farming for several purposes. The one experience with make immense ya Kenya different factories within Kisii County and Nyamira counties. Lakini for of the late days kwa rabari mikororo ngori turausiga ba kwa ntiba chinka sana kwa wichi county Nyamira why serikali yote banga economy bwase county chito ni get of low quality compared to other counties like Nyandarua. When you go to other counties like Nyeri ngakira kwa niyo kerondo chega akorokwa tarate bali tari ayekorera akorokwa chaga akorwa China time China ne relie yare konde agote abakwani wapi time tu singwate aba
oh okay.
What are we going to do to make sure that we have the right quality of tea? Then into abari mibaito mbaya uchane keskerenga ki no kwewe bonus yenge chitongoro.
Okay, tiancha ke gote aba sitonge Kimera. Ya Kimera Ward, they come from Kimera Ward kitu masawa. Coming back to your questions. HR is not a very bad quality. Telling about the bad quality. Again, there is a very poor model. Yoko on HR ito. Once to acha ko on HR to tumia these brokers. Kwanya koraya mauga ayabago agacha ayabago simekanaro na ivacha bago tumia brokers. Hago to be transported all the way to Mombasa sijua be graded mago access the market. These are broken games. Waokora. What we'll do in Nyamira, na nimeambia our directors, when I win, immediately we'll have a meeting. Tujikusanya factory jones yagusi yose chia Nyamira, and then to change a model yoko nicha ito, whereby we sell direct to the what? From factory to the market. On Europe, we negotiate with them direct. They get a good payment. To take go to me brokers. Brokers now go to broke. That's why when your management is brokerage, they come from Central ama wherever they come from. Nabajia baligel bakorega ndokoro kanepotism bateba see to tiga to becha nengiye koruko bwechinde and the same tea without into to buy this quantity ba qualify ko get attended.
So the quality is right, the brokers they know what you.
Yeah, they just this is a marketing game ba dongana na korwa nembe
uniform ni penalties ya chi broker nyaka ko muntu ka chiko chanda bali nini abu atuni nini are you coming search reforms?
No, what we shall have a different model of selling our tea. I've said this one. We sit with them, those factories. We form a team of selling our tea direct without using brokers. Tali lazima mecha ya process wa butombe ya very packed eru Mombasa ngezi ko graded na ndira ni back. We can sell it direct. Yes.
Mbuya mwana mheshimiwa. Mutogendete gukwane mambya bonegano mheshimiwa Daniel Nyabuti kuri ekiro kyo bugabana ase county ya Nyamira kwegure anye koro munyo Nyamira igatimiro bibiri abegete liko chikweneke bukalio buya ase county eyo onye mochi kama chora buno mugabana bwe county eyo tochi kirimo tumakoma ke kuri ndakoro kunganere MC Mcheraz niko tundu korwa aryo moria with my mom gosie kachiskuru chiboraro terimero berio bwogo gosatari moelio bwogo samba chiskuru mbuya barije ebirengererio ebingao byo gukora emechanda buno eyo korengana na MC Mcheraze muyamona wasokulika MSC ya goche me studio tochikire mutu mokomo sine tokwana tochikanda okwana ramange hanane igoro yemo chando grandship olinga oikoru ese kinyorgete umanya gochora buno morai imeye county ya Nyamira yonse mheshimiwa wangu chara kunya kwandra osobo ime ne grani yakorwere mbachiko mwanchara komochora gosega akorwe ese grani kereke tokwana tochikukwana mange Etorobini gagendreto mwanchi mwelia tomasegoska
Eye ni Ensoko TV uboroso bw'umugusi mirna n'abari b'ikinguru erikwe manyabo na wataka kuri kitananye cyense Frida Kerubo, Innocent Onyango, Clinton Ondigi, Diana Ndemo, Ishmael Mogere, Linet Nyambane, Daniel Omwaga, eke nakige kos kiamesa yamangana majia.
Kera kama tingatara, gaiketa oni ya Nyamira na rena shauri sangwe, ngaro moijano. Umotu watera mabwari.
Murigeri bwa Ensoko TV, oyo no moroberio gwokongoria mareko na inje mwana mboka Edwin Nyang'au, turabe tukumira na kira litukurie iki. Guchakera chinsa 11 chamogora wikenseyemo yabotuko kugwakorire mirimo yawo yerituko kwabokire orosete uikaransitero yawo buyanda chitasekeruko orambulete mirondo kunyagusibero ngori nari ase screen ne chingero chikoleto na mwanambuka Edwin Nyang'au ano to konyora chingero chionsi echiegita na chobenga kwa nubukano echiembegetere ndo gesongengo to ameriria
Bakalia omotoya kabwatwa obe bakalia omotoya kabwatwa ake amatukemero ngena gaika kabwatwa
ubugima n'urugendo rubwa tamange amaya n'amabe Umusakito Linet Nyambane niga ngaririe imena ishiko ya gusi na gusanga n'abayaeteire n'abakuyaetera.
Nchekera na ibole twe undango tebiwa ndabona ibole tukinde buya ngakina kinde buya ekera na chiko ikemya kasta ngachaka ngondifera po ngoira samagoro wani kamenya gutokanga
aya nime yo muroberyo bw'umwenori kiraritukure Jumatano chinsa ibiri chabutuko imeya Ensoko TV uboroso bw'umugusi chinchira chito chigekoro nigo chirasoko goseli bwoko nene gosiriwa ne chinchira chekerero tuachire guturigesa ku cyumugusi kurwaso kurimera asendiba y'abanyandwariro
oboroso bw'umugusi boigekerwe umugusi bono ne chinjira cyago guikaransanse na kubeketi bya kwene kingangwe somye uregekoro cyumugusi
wetro murobiryo bwigekoro byito hasi tokomera nabaga kabasamwerere nabuigabange nabanyika iligo kwanero kwebogia chindagira amasikani chinyangi nemejega ao y'umugusi
kera lituko ria Misi chinsa ibere igoro imeye TV yao na mbe Ensoko TV
na Stephen Nyarike Mbunde tolende ekimira
eye Ensoko TV oboroso bw'umugusi
Ekoro yaito Ekoro yeito ime Ensoko. Ensoko. Ekoro yeito ime Ensoko. Ensoko. Ibiengia ya kire ngumanga bunalero. Ensoko.
Eye ni Ensoko TV, uboroso bw'umugusi.
Karibu nende mambe yabone gamo chimuriya chite kameronge ne yamo chiavutukire ko chinse sano chiabona mambe murubine Etorobini nenchibu na batambe ndane Omwaga toka nateko sikia hare sana na higo toka tukwa mwanege siasa ali arengete county ya Nyamira hi county ebwate chinse mo chichibunge inye tokwa na kitu masaba West Mugrango tokwa North Mugrango na boigo esemo yebunge ya borabu ase agichikwana kyanga nkonyarare ko chika chonsi amagendero ase sobo imeto mo Dr. Dan Nyabuti korenga nere ya uchikwene nga ngokara magendro au kwa gurenga kiro mutienyi wachare ko be kaherami ye kilomita ya mono wata ko saisana
Gochakera afadhali tobeke rami na tobeka 1 km rather than kobeka muticho because muticho kobeka mambi kobeka ke marobe mbra yatu yasibye dogwana usiete ndosizandi embrango tuere igenge ndogo change ne model liga tokobeka muticho tatobeke rami igonje karango chikosonya mina governor monza banga iparanga tobeke muticho ya nsabe rami ikialimde ashua di rami ni mbeka wono this year next year tuli gonsa the same para ugonsabe ngao
mweshimiwa karonko nya agweta taro ya name ye county ya Nyamira igonko igwa oyo akuru enyomba gete oya akuru gosene ne enyomba yangu gosene ya musema bunaga gusito tugore gese enyomba ya musema anye enyomba yo kurwa ngakitokoro clanism ubo nyomba nyomba yo kuro daktari ire nyomba yaba yabantu ba angikomi kana umweshimo wanyale bwakore kuro nyomba gosene ya bwata abantu kiri bwikomi is clanism really Nyamira county so that you become a leader?
Not. I don't want to agree with it because my previous people were called a poor leadership ya clanship. So nchitindi kwa political ya clanship because tuiso kwa political ye ego tobeka in hostage. That's why when governor tutobwa tubona rangeli ngule maswali ya kurwara immediately. Tako chako mbara wako rangeli ole senator karwara immediately. Na mbona na niko rongwa molo chega ali na wane madaraka de tapie kera arwalet kera mara bond aho bota bananjibira mbule maswali iko mangana clanship tindi konye take it serious but is there but with this generation endo kia muhimu are you bringing something which can change people's life ikia tuiso kola clanship totebenga ngo yakuru simumu getutu oyo mogirango oyo akanyomba gete asino muchura asino mugichora gosenini ikinge gotokonya. For example, tugenda kubuli. Tuise ko twara bune factory ya mananasi. Eklani kiani yo kange go sane ko produce the product era rani industry. So nchiro clan simjiro but this generation we encourage people wa focus na agenda yo mura yago chikoleta une ingoleta. Na ki agenda neto sugimotu. Ko sego turani maya. Ekera clanism is about cultures mbagwale tofauti uno samarwate abakaldo kuma ubongera kinshwisi mikondo teyo o adjust you osoire
bana bakwetenje bacande getenja
o adjust no mugusi ko ile no mugetutu na wago shebo kuma matekale baka oboire ngamba kuragira mesemo mugiranga agokora bwango bona bagakola bona squeeze ba change there are people we love them so we don't believe in clanism but maybe I want to hear what they have about it. We are ready to answer the questions. Yes.
Kwa kwanda rigoro igo atabirenga oru nyomba geten ko nyomba ne you believe that it's equality in leadership and equality in development projects?
Yes. Because for you to move forward, for example, like if you want a university, you cannot get your clan into a university. For example, industry, if I want to do a role, tokonya le clan babu the all technical skills jigo chikwaga je pale. But you see what chamo, clan sim will make as that wa chinguru. Kera o ye clan na what new something you go bring in, something you go bring in, something you go bring in. And then when you come together, Now you have the strength. Yes, because if you lie your clan, that's now the problem. We will never develop. Yes, we'll never develop.
And for you to
we
make
need everybody in the platform.
Umeshimiwa,
yes.
Wekarani decision ninga yokurigia ikirogo kibugabano we county Nyamira ne igere ninge nchunga konyara gwatare kwa ikiro usabantu banyamira babatebiri igokomo bari gaiga ose kwerorera yo mwanyene inkigi tarakorekana na ukayunga no bato mungusogete bwo kuburi kiro gikiro ndo chikokora munjuri yayo nikieke kwaroche mugabano bonega amuske munyari batarakora ikyote tugo chikokora ose kwabogete from menu yagatete kuburi bugabano because rasi mige tukiri yakya kore to buri bugabano tukiri kunya kitaikana
Gende tangani Nyamira ya etole backwards in terms of development. Na we lecture at Kimathi University na how industries come up. Na already how una central kaiga to atali nyote ba central ebi viongozi vyao they sat down, they made a decision. Wakaga church industry where our most of our youth wao political sticker wapi Nyeri. Now into say to Nyamira into babo leader to mbaisans babe ke decision kwa lebu na alisironga bao twake pindi 2 years kose kolo governor ya so I think an industry yako there is nothing going on there is nothing alne ndani kwa kwake pindi or spend like 3 billion and there is nothing, no product 1 year you want a decision ya megati no governor na yamo. We need to create jobs to our people, we need to create market to our people. We need to put our young people back to work. Ekiara wono to wade mesi. But here model to bo to konyoni ere model yembe. That's why a lot of accident along the road. Kola ba kusiba nya usukuma ne wheelbarrow ya we mesi kaya. Dika gonya go kuerosi bosa nya usukume wheelbarrow. Now is a good job. But namuto change model. To kwa the industry ali kusiga to beke gali. Ya go liaba limbali mesi on spi nature. To what the buying centers jinga buna chitundu vale. Whereby ayokole de misia obapima kalo bapima end of the month bakwa industry there was different product lu asemis across juice across other product including animal feeds chigoro ase MSA. It will create good markets for the abalimi bali and they might create good jobs for our young people kwa rende na ende bona as a governor again because ingo as industry ngo ndani ntenene bange bango naga chitipara bange bango naga ngola magendero Pati karonda bwa jinsi industry ngo chikurusie bango. Bora ngonya kuwagaya ngachipesa. Igona ngo basabira ndo kwanda idea. Abantu banyamira simwabita. Mbwadesi we make Nyamira great again.
Umeshimwa to esengecho chingaki wakwande sana igoro ya development wakwande sana igoro ya chi industry wakwande sana kubeka chibara chirami chibara na chikugo chiko kwana ase matanga ndonsi ase mugende yonse abana siasa na chibara bakukwana murayibwense na chibara bakukwana kirasi kurende negente kijya sana kera infrastructure no wakane chi industry kuchire ko likaba ntemeremo kuchire ko konya abantu gutiria magimabo na kwenyo rengere aba ya credit kurende turakwanda school ustabe timanga na masomo ya Nyamira turakwanda chibasari turakwanda imejero yete kubachi school Nyamira chi primary school chinde chaka chiri mpaka na matobe chinde ebirama embe yegoche no nyetali yo mubera ya irembe oboronge nkeiga turakwandira gusaye totetimanga na masomo Nyamira county yotete chi industry choka abantu banyore chibara chindaga barage.
No, the strength of industries it comes from education. The industries no agati nto bwa tibandu to work on soft skills bago chikujiran if you are not doing anything. Another program I have for schools is a win-win model whereby don't worry upgrade Nyamira ngi school. It's unfortunate this school naro chega nyansi yongo high school but bado ya matobe high school don't want there a lot of money. What we now do to go to blame game una CDF nere kwa the school or the ministry do gatwale program from the governor side eko kataji school e what the fund ya eto na ende my MCS na ende ngocha kobatebi when you do the budget do development fund yoko upgrade school our schools kinegento yakabita to ga research centers because these universities these industries they the new product innovations so that they can match with the market. You want the research centers. Now these research centers will build what? Will build a lot of, will create a lot of employment. Our stadiums, Nyamira the word stadium. Stadium is one way of creating employment. Totally fully stadium and what mpaka swimming facilities na other games. Stadium mpira boka football. Football is one game. We have numerous sports, including
rugby is there.
Yeah, numerous. Jigo create a lot of talents and a lot of employment.
Athletics ya Kenya wagusiba mnyokire sana matukabu.
So kila bantu wako about talk about stadium, they just talk about football. But we have a lot of activity within the stadiums, which will generate a long hotel industry boom. Those are the things which will create employment and I get revenue. And to agache county ito biya kabisa. Iga konya buti yako basaba abo gambi. Ka kyonya kuteto gendere mambi mutu. Imoyo bogambi, moyo kura yawe. Moyo kura yawe ega to these things to make it practical. Not really, but we shall put our dreams to actions. You and me. Yes. You believe that we can do it. We can do it.
Your last word, which is some Nyamira chiteka nchindo cheche kabisa. Koro tusilia Soko TV. Kamera yao ni namba ibere. Na bo kuru enkwana oyo mwere kabisa tuchi ko moro bidie mambia bwana.
Enkwana yane ndato gote kwa sambia muno aso konyo chinga geji ko invite. It's unfortunate my opponent I don't know sending over tapieti. Kiale post eli tuwale ngabere. But I thought he's a young man who is brave who can just come and do a good debate. But hivyo ameogopa ni sawa. But it's good okay kama ameogopa hata wala opponent wengine because I know they don't have agenda. Please mkiniona just come and join me. We make a very strong team. My last word to Nyamira people, I'm just want to ask you that ko basaba mon support ya semwabeta tolete obonchorelia ya tolete new change in Nyamira. I am asking your votes, I'm asking your support, I'm asking your ideas. I'm asking also for your challenges which you have. Bring them here so that we can solve together. What I promise you that if you give me this position as a governor of Nyamira, we will put our dreams to actions. It's a win-win model. Everyone will win. So lende ase mwabeta ndaitoko batembia muna sobo ntegera ani moto ali tukuligia. Asante.
Mbia mono daktari so ikese kitini tikono mambi. Tukonolia maya una Soko TV akerobate anga yo kuligio bugabana na tugosanya sai nyariko kwani ndota yawe nanye namaine tuko tumekera abantu banyamira kura nkoro yawe tali bunanga barayibande bagoswa bisi kwanyoranga batanganire bitore byabo.
Asante nyenche tuko chiko bakolele mirimo. Maete because I understand the pain of the Nyamira people. Because being a jobless is something. So, Wakole school, you don't have elections. But with Nyamira, I'll give you an election that come. I'm calling you, come with me, we work together. Because most of people, like most of my youths, most of them were college school, but Babu had the elections. Babu had the Aswagochin, Babu had the Aswagochin, Agostrain, Bachiko, Nandekoruania. We a lot of incidents of insecurity by Romana by Boman Nice, William or Romunacha. Because jinsi yaje komorwaneli amateri yana akosombiri twagosoka naye bweligeli kubuli na atali na arosire lakini njua sinya buti we work together we will win this thing. Yes.
Bia mono mheshimiwa to konli kiria garama ya se ganga yao mwacho mwacho to jide camera ngebe na isato director na gontenga chinsa chere kabisa mwente ko se ko ringe menyonche yana ko soko kurugaiga na gabu ngo chukiro mwerio ubwo mu rubiri Etorobini mambia bone gakorende tomasako ko mocha bategere mu rubiri yonse kubwati megetiseni kya Ensoko TV mambi ya bone go ikari tukori yankyo chinsa bune chigane ndetochi ko mana SMS Etorobini tochi ko kwanera Isramu babu oyoko ryekero ke bosene tase county ya Kisii tukori yankyo na era nyara ko bakao kwana igoro yoborai na bo anane asoborai na siasa chi county ya Kisii twarengenere Daniel Nyabuti na bo igodi ukyo bangi tabete ko bakao ikese ngincho oje bitambukero bitarakonya kwa bigo nyabuka na bonega ni gato chiko koro murubiri asenchera yamene na hiyo ngote bange Etorobini kiro mwerio loise yoshonya uma anonye ni go director zake bonsi na barenge mega yemenyoncho ko kinga chibicha mona mariogi wiki ire asenchera ere yamene Etorobini kiro mwerio na incheni konkoro kwa Daniel Omwaga.